This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. The Jason Walker Show back inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. And looking forward to a good show. Well, we always have good shows. Coming up today, Amber LaCross will join us. She's a contestant for Miss Last Chance Stampede. And she'll tell us why she's running for that. Also going to check in with assistant golf pro at Green Meadow Country Club, Ryan Cutter. He's playing in the very first Adaptive US Open at the USGA down in North Carolina this weekend. And he's going to tell us his awesome story. He's a great dude. And very busy dude. And we were able to chat with him a little bit earlier this morning before he really started work. So that's all coming up. Montana Rodeo Roundup, the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, and much more here in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Whatever you need done, get a hold of Above All Handyman Services. They will take care of you in Helena and in Colorado Springs. Tile work, bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, painting. They'll do it all. Check them out. Above All Handyman Services. You can watch the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and so many more great places. Our Twitter handle at JWalkerSports. Our email, Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com, and our phone number is 406-209-1267. Opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Milled, handcrafted, and timber frame. Check them out, yourcustomlog.com. It is Montana Custom Log Homes. Hope you had a good weekend. Got a busy weekend coming up this weekend. We'll talk about it later on this week. But, man, what a rainy weekend it was. But had fun with the little one. Took her fishing last week with my niece. They're 6 days apart. And the fishing was good. The catching, not so much. But they had fun playing in the water out at Canyon Ferry and throwing rocks and sticks and whatever else they could. But they had a good time. So it was fun to hang out with them and see my little niece. So let's see, what else? That was pretty much it. It was just kind of a weird weekend weather-wise, wasn't it? But great rodeo weekend. We've got your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up. But how about the Helena Senators and the role that they are on? Holy cow. 17 straight wins after sweeping Kalispell 4-0 over the weekend. 2 Sunday, 2 yesterday. 3 of them conference games. Sens now stand 7-3 in conference play. Hunter Bratcher with... remember last week we had John Burnett on the show, the head coach, and he talked about he didn't get to throw Hunter in the Keith Sell tournament. But he threw Hunter yesterday, and Hunter went out and threw a 2-hitter to shut down the Lakers of Kalispell 5-0. And they won the second game. The Senators did as well. And 17 straight wins, which is pretty impressive. The team ERA is unbelievable. 2.40, which is a full run lower than it was at this point a year ago. I mean, that's insane when they won state. So this is a really good baseball team, and I think the hottest team in Legion ball right now. There's no question about it. 38-9 overall. They'll head to or play Great Falls on Thursday, non-conference game. I believe that's in Great Falls. I could be wrong, but Man, oh man, they're really good. Let's see. Got 18 Montana soccer players headed off to Africa for a cultural exchange, which is a really cool moment for them. My cousin, who passed away last year, he got to play. He was a great soccer player, and he got to go and play in different countries because of his soccer prowess. Very cool. Very cool deal. So good deal for those guys. Let's see. Got the Big Sky State Games this weekend. By the way, this week we'll talk to Flint Rasmussen. He will join us. Got the PBR in Livingston. And I got some bummer news today. I don't get to call it with Alex Eshelman and Clint Bronger. Chris Byers, the great Chris Byers, will call the PBR this week. So I have the weekend from SWX off. But Flint Rasmussen will join us on Thursday to chat about the PBR in Livingston. Alex Eshelman will join us on Wednesday, tomorrow as well, for what she normally does, which is amaze us. All right, let's do your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. And Mark has unbelievable photos online. Check them out at marklaroephotography.com. But make sure you get booked now for your senior portraits, your family portraits, or just whatever you need. Mark will get it done for you. The Northern Rodeo is at Malta over the weekend, and Bucky McAlpine, Montana State Cowboy, goes 61 to win the bareback. Garrett Cunningham won the saddle bronc. Nobody rode a bull in Malta. Ben Eyre of Glendive, 4 flats, take the steer wrestling. Lincoln Yerma from Havre, I think it's Yerma, won tie down. Daniel Parent and Justin Scribner won the team roping. Brittany Cox, the barrels. Kiera Haugen of Melstone won the breakaway. And we're going to have another Melstone story here in a second. East Helena, man, kudos to that volunteer group and the organization for getting through the rain and the mud. Man, they dealt with it and got it done Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Spur Owens, Trevor Kay split first and second in East Helena in bareback. Garrett Cunningham swept the Northern Rodeo weekend in saddle bronc. Spur Owens won the bull riding to go along with the bareback. Also, Caden Fitzpatrick split first and second in the bulls. Riley Joyce first in steer wrestling. The great Walt Anseth was second. Tie down Nolan Conway. Sean Bird, Zachary Schwagert won team roping. Rachel Ward, the barrels. Paige Rasmussen, our great friend, won the breakaway. And the Northern Rodeo this week heads to Havre on Friday and Saturday, or Thursday, Friday rather. And then we'll be in Three Forks, big party in Three Forks this weekend on Friday and Saturday night with the Northern Rodeo. On the Montana circuit, Drummond, Caleb McMillan, the all-around champ, Trevor McAllister, bareback, Logan Beatty of Helena, the steer wrestling, Wheaton Williams, Chase Gogger, the team roping, Tanner Hollenbeck saddles, Landon Williams, tie-down, Gayleen Malone, barrels, and nobody rode a bull down in Drummond. Up at Wolf Point, wrapped up, Luke G., the all-around, Caleb Bennett, the bareback, Caden Camp, Eli Lord won the average on 2 head and steers. Team roping, Clay Ullery and Matt Zaccanella. Saddle bronc, Chuck Schmidt. Tie down, J.C. Crowley. Barrels, Aaron Williams and Dustin Jenkins was the only guy to stay on a bull and took all the money, almost $5,000. At the Big Fork Summer Pro Rodeo, Tyler Nelson won the bareback. Curtis Cassidy, the average in steers. Team roping went to Caleb Driggers and Junie Nagetta, your world leaders. Saddle bronc, Statler Wright. Tough Cooper, the tie-down, round 1. Matt Shizawa, round 2. And then the average was Caleb Schmidt. Abby Knight won the barrels, former Providence cowgirl. And Colton Byram won the bull riding. Parker Bredding was second. Montana circuit this week will be in Stanford for the CM Russell Stampede on Sunday. So just one rodeo on the Montana PRCA circuit this week, and that'll be at Stanford. Up in Calgary, how about Ty Erickson into the semifinals in first place. after taking the first round in Pool A up there. And he heads into the semifinals in steer wrestling, along with Will Loomis, Cody Cassidy, and Stetson Jorgensen. Bareback, your semifinals, Tim O'Connell, Clayton Bigelow, R.C. Landingham, and Clint Lay. Saddle Bronc, how about this group? Zeke Thurston, who has won everything up there. He won the first round, he won the second round, he won the third round, and he's heading off to the semis, along with Sage Newman, the world leader in Saddle Bronc, Chase Brooks of Deer Lodge sitting in third, and then Ross Griffin and Cole Oshbacher all round out the Saddle Bronc. In tie down, it's Caleb Schmidt, Zach Youngblood, Logan Bird, Tyler Milligan. Barrels, Stevie Hillman, who won again today. She's won 2 rounds in a row. Donna K. Rule, Emily Beisel, and Shelby Spielman. And then in bull riding, your semifinal qualifiers up in Calgary, Clayton Sellers, Reed Offedal, Cody Coverchuck, and Jared Parsonage at Calgary Rodeo. That's a bucket list, right? Calgary Stampede along with Cheyenne, Pendleton. Oh, obviously the NFR. Speaking of Sage Newman, he won a big one. He won Reno over Cowboy Christmas and just won the 86 St. Paul Rodeo in Oregon after riding a Sankey Bronc, which he's really good on. Pendleton Roundup Phenom Genetics Marquis, who's been to the NFR 7 times. Got an 88 on her before and rode her to an 89 to get the win in St. Paul. So Sage Newman continuing an unbelievable season and leading the world in Saddle Bronc. That is your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. Make sure you check out Mark for all your senior pictures, family portraits, and everything in between and all around. Mark will get it done. Mark LaRoe Photography.com. Let's see. Coming up, we're going to talk with Amber LaCross, running for Miss Last Chance Stampede. Remember, we had Tierra Witness on last week. Amber will join us today. And when we return, we'll take a short break, and the great Ryan Cutter will join us. He's going to play in the very first U.S. Adaptive Open down in Pinehurst this weekend, or next week. He'll fly down this weekend. Why did he not choose me as a as his caddy? Why didn't he choose anybody as his caddy? But he did choose one person. But why? And what's it mean to him to play in the very first Adaptive U.S. Open? We'll find out when we talk to Ryan Cutter coming up next here on the Jason Walker Show. Opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Ryan Cutter, when we return here on the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. Mark LaRoe, photography.com.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show. Let's go.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. From painting to tile work, remodels, teardowns, whatever you need, Above All Handyman Services gets it done and gets it done for you the first time, the right time. Still to come, Amber LaCross will join us, contestant for Miss Last Chance Stampede. That is coming up in 2 weeks. Got the big banquet next Saturday, the 23rd. Big weekend in Helena this weekend. You've got the DAV tournament, the Disabled American Veterans Tournament, and so much great times at that tournament. I've won it twice in, 6 years? So looking forward to going back and winning it again. We won it last year, my wife and I. A few years ago, we won it with Anna DeMars. And last year, we won it with our next guest, who joins us via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. He's playing in the very first ever USGA Adaptive US Open. He's the assistant golf pro at Green Meadow Country Club. His name is Ryan Cutter, and he joins us now on the Jason Walker Show. Mr. Cutter, it is always a pleasure to chat with you. It's usually in person, but this time over the phone. But how's life?
Life is good, man. Life is good. Thanks for having me on.
It is. It's always, like I said, a pleasure to chat with you. This is a big week for you. Next week, even bigger. But you're a busy dude with the PGA or the junior PGAs. But you're preparing for something that has never been held before. The first ever USGA US Adaptive Open. You leave this weekend, but it's 3 days next week. Have you even thought about it yet?
I'd be hard pressed to say I haven't been thinking about it every single day since I got accepted. It's pretty cool, man. It's a really cool opportunity to showcase adaptive golf in the United States, but also for me to be a part of the very first one ever is something extremely special. Like I said, I've been thinking about it every single day, and then, with, like you said, all the stuff going on at work, PGA Junior League, and I hold line and wedges clinics, and we just got done with our men's invitational. So I do have a lot going on at work and a lot going on in my head. But, I don't think it'll hit me until I actually get to Pinehurst.
Have you been able to practice at all?
Not really, but that's beside the point. A little here and there. But this upcoming week, I got a lot going on, but I'll find an hour in between everything that's going on to go hit some balls. And, I'm not too concerned about how my game is at the time. I'm just excited to be going to this event. And, sometimes in golf, when you go with an open mind and you don't, stress yourself over how you're playing, you tend to play better. So hopefully that's the case for me.
We're talking with Assistant Golf Pro of the Year for the PGA Northwest section, Ryan Cutter, golf pro out at Green Meadow Country Club, heading off to Pinehurst, North Carolina this week for a big tournament. It's 54 holes. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. 96 golfers, 29 different states and 12 countries. And we've, it's the first one, Ryan. And what was the process like to get into it?
Yeah, so I heard about it through just following others in the adaptive golf community. I played an event a couple years ago down in Las Vegas. It was like the United States Amputee Golf Association. It was their big championship deal down in Las Vegas. And I met a lot of people through that. And so I started following those people through social media and followed all the different disabled golf associations on social media. And they were the ones that had posted something about the USGA holding this event. And so I went in and you just put your name in, whatever your disability is. You tell them a little bit about yourself. You give them your GIN handicap index. And then from there, you just wait for, it was probably about a month and a half before they let you know if you were in or not. So it was a pretty simple process to get going. You just had to know where you needed to apply. And then after that, it was, like I said, just a waiting game. So, I'm pretty excited to have been chosen.
The only part that sucks is you can't go back with myself and my wife and repeat as DAV champs for the Disabled American Vets this weekend.
I know. I love playing in the DAV. We played in it last year, and that's one of my top events that I play, and I love playing in that event. But I think this one will take precedence for the year.
People that don't know you, oh, absolutely. People that don't know you're a double amputee, and you played a lot of sports growing up. You tried a lot of different things, but you settled on golf. Why is that?
It's one of those sports that I could be competitive in. I grew up in a super competitive family, and I played basketball and swam and played soccer and Little League baseball and did pretty much everything under the sun, athletics-wise, and including golf, obviously. And golf was the only one where I really was as good as the other kids. Baseball, it was hard for me. There'd be times, I remember a time when I was playing Little League baseball, and I hit what should have been a double, and I was running to first base, and I tripped and fell and ended up getting out. And just little stuff like that made me realize that I probably won't be a baseball star. But that competitive nature inside me and being able to play and compete against able-bodied kids and obviously there's some sort of disadvantage, but it never really felt like a huge disadvantage like other sports did.
Well, you've become quite a sensation around the Helena area, around Montana, because of the work you do with the PGA Juniors. You're so mean to some of the people, but then you're great to the kids. Why is that?
Well, when Jason Walker Show enters your room and is mean to you, you have to be mean back to get anything done. No, I mean, I like to joke around a lot and have a good time. Definitely a little sarcasm in my day-to-day life. But when I'm working with the juniors, it's a whole different world out there. I just want to make sure they're having a good time, that they're learning about the sports, whether it's the physics of the game or the rules of the game or the etiquette of the game. This game teaches you so much about life in general that for young kids to get involved early and to have it last their entire lifetime, they will learn so much, not just from me. They'll learn way more from the sport than they'll ever learn from me.
We're talking with Ryan Cutter here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, heading off to North Carolina this weekend. You're going to get a couple of practice rounds in. You chose your girlfriend as your caddy, and that's probably a smart thing because there was a lot of guys at Green Meadow that were like, put me down on that caddy list, my friend.
Yeah, I had about, I would say 1,000. I don't know if it was that much, but pretty much everyone that I know wanted to be my caddy for this event. And my girlfriend knows golf, sort of. I mean, she played high school golf for Townsend. I don't know how much she really played for him and knew the rules and all of that stuff. But she's familiar with the sport, and I didn't want someone that was going to be golf all the time. I wanted someone where I could focus on my shot, hit my shot, and then when I get back into the cart, we can talk about something completely different, take my mind off the game for those few brief moments in between shots, just so that I can kind of reconnect and refocus in on every single shot as opposed to just constantly thinking about golf the entire time I'm there.
Sure. You get to play Pinehurst number 6. You've seen it on TV a lot. They've held great tournaments there. How are you going to approach Pinehurst in this Adaptive Open?
Really with an open mind. Obviously, I've studied the course online quite a few times to get an idea, but you never really know until you're there in person. So I think I fly out on this Friday, the 15th, and I get in pretty late into North Carolina, and it's about an hour and 15 drive to where we're staying. The next day on the 16th, that Saturday, I'm just going to go check in. The USGA has a huge check-in process for all the players, and I'm going to check in, and I'm just going to practice that day just on their practice facilities, get some swings in, chip putt, hit some bunkers. And then from there on Sunday the 17th will be my only practice round. And when I do that, I'm going to have a notepad. I'm going to take pretty copious notes on every single hole, just about what to hit off the tee, where's the good landing area, what the green complex is like, where out of bounds is.
Sure. Just
kind of basic knowledge of the golf course, just so that if I don't remember every single thing from that practice round, I can go back into that booklet and refresh my mind on how the hole plays. So I think that's going to be my biggest preparation, is just how I take notes and where I need to hit the golf ball.
Are you nervous?
Not right now. I mean, there's a little bit of nerves right now, but I won't be nervous until I get there, I think.
And obviously the goal is to win, but at the end of the tournament, where would you be happiest? Take out the win.
Yeah, if I don't win the overall thing, I'd at least like to win my disability class. So the way they have it set up is there's different disability classes, like arm impairment, leg impairment, vision impairment, seated golfers, short in stature. I fit into the multiple limb category, and I'm sure I'm missing one or two of the different categories there. But it would be super awesome to at least win my category of multiple limb impairment. That would be super awesome.
I'm short in stature. Could I be in this next year?
I think not quite short enough there.
Oh, okay. Man, this is such a cool thing, and I think it brings awareness to the adaptive golfers in the entire world that, hey, we're just as good as you guys. I mean, what are you, a 6-7 handicap? And I mean, I played with you before, and you can crush the ball, and it's fun to play with you. I think it's just it brings awareness that, you know, there's a lot of other people that can golf too.
Yeah, and I think that's what I want this event to do, is to show those people struggling with a disability, maybe that golf is their kind of savior, something that'll help them overcome their disability. They can be out in nature for 4 hours playing around a golf with their best friends and have a really good time that way, as opposed to, you know, a lot of us deal with just daily struggles of having a disability, whether it's the physical limitations that we have on a day-to-day basis, or the mental part of it's super huge. I went through a huge mental from probably 22 to 26, you know, not knowing who I was, trying to figure out who I was, and golf kind of got me out of that funk and got me back to living just a normal life. And so, not necessarily to show how good we are at golf. I think I want this to help all the other disabled people out there who are lost, can't find their way, maybe to try golf, give golf a shot, and see if that helps them overcome their day-to-day struggles.
Which is tougher, this one, the U.S. Adaptive Open, or 108 holes that you did last year?
108 holes.
Because this is only 54.
Yeah, well, 54 over 3 days.
Right.
108 holes in 1 day is just physically demanding.
Oh, yeah. You were...
By like the 60th hole, you just mentally are out of it. You're just not even thinking anymore. You're just going up and swinging at the little white golf ball.
And hoping you see it, because at that point you're probably seeing a couple of them.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on this. I can't wait to stay in touch next week to find out how you're doing. And good luck, my man. And we'll see you at the...
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you out at the club a little bit later on.
Yeah, sounds good.
That is Ryan Cutter joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. He has... he's just a good dude. And I absolutely love talking with him, and I love playing golf with him, just learning from him. And what a great story. Good luck to Ryan down at the U.S. Adaptive Open in Pinehurst this week. We'll keep you updated next week. But to see him golf with prosthetics is unbelievable. I mean, he's an animal. So good luck to him. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, I see her already. She is ready to go. Sitting at her home, but her name is Amber LaCross, and she will join us when we return to talk about Miss Last Chance Stampede and much more still to come, including your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. This is the Jason Walker Show segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Hot games, warm folks, cold beer. Drink responsibly, gamble responsibly, and have some fun at Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is on the way, but she has been standing by. She's been waiting on hold. She is a contestant for Miss Last Chance Stampede coming up in a couple of weeks. Her name is Amber LaCross, and she joins us now here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Amber, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great. Thanks for taking some time out. You didn't have to get super dolled up. You're not queen yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a friend who's been helping me, and she told me to do it, so.
That wouldn't be Kayla Seaman, would it?
It would be.
She was my very first rodeo queen that I ever got a chance to really hang out with. Absolutely love her. Had a great conversation with her the other day, and she is wonderful.
She's the best. She's always got food in her hand, and she's always willing to lend a helping hand no matter what. So she holds a spot near and dear to my heart.
Absolutely,
that's for sure.
Absolutely. Amber LaCross joining us, running for Miss Last Chance Stampede. Why are you running?
Well, I grew up kind of rodeoing, kind of ranching, being in kind of that agriculture community, and honestly, it's the best way I know how to give back to the sport of rodeo and what it has done for me and my family. So whether it be going into schools, talking to kids, I'm a teacher, so it's something that I've always love doing is talking to kids, especially something I'm passionate about. So going and doing that, either helping out at a rodeo, even just running flags, it's something that I have a lot of fun doing, and it feels good giving back to the sport.
Well, definitely. And you mentioned you're a teacher. You've been, you've taught at MSU on the equine classes, child development, child education. I mean, you're kind of a teacher through and through. Who was your inspiration for that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who was your inspiration to get into teaching?
Honestly, just some good teachers that I had over the years. One that sticks out is my old high school world geography teacher named Mr. Nagel. And at the time, I didn't really ever want to be a teacher. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. He kind of gave me that like step up and really got me thinking about it. And he always seemed to have so much fun teaching. I got a job a couple years later at a preschool at like a summer camp setting, and just had a blast doing it and just took off from there. So,
well, it's appreciated of what you do. My dad was a teacher for a long time. He actually taught in Manhattan for a couple years.
Oh, okay.
Probably before you were born, but
probably
that was 87 through 89. So, yeah, because you're only 22, I guess. So.
Yep, I was born in 2000.
Okay, just like my son. All right, but you're a fifth-generation Montanan. How important is that to keep the legacy going for Montanans? Because it's a way of life. I was born and raised in Montana as well, and it's an unbelievable state that we need to keep our heritage, right?
Yeah, absolutely, especially within like the agriculture community as well. I mean, agriculture is a dying industry, which is so sad and heartbreaking to think about. But it's a need of life. And growing up as a Montanan and having that, I mean, when I tell people that I was born and raised in Bozeman, I get like a shock almost. And it's very hard to hear sometimes because I grew up with so many people who were born and raised in Bozeman and then they move away. Or you get people who were born in California or Wyoming or wherever and they come over to Montana. So I think being one of the few people that I know that are staying here and hoping to find more of that in my community is so important.
So you grew up on a ranch north of the Bridgers, not exactly where, we don't need the address, but give me a general direction, because my family had a custom haying business and we used to cut a bunch of hay in the 80s over in the northern Bridgers there.
Yeah, north end of the Bridgers, few miles outside of town. I'm not going to give the exact location, but yeah, my family, my great-grandfather used to breed and raise quarter horses, cattle as well. When he died, unfortunately, the ranch kind of died with him. So we're slowly trying to build that back, working with friends and other family members. I grew up helping them ranch. I wouldn't say I'm like the best rancher out there, but I know a little bit about cows, so...
Amber LaCross joining us here, contestant for Miss Last Chance Stampede. You bring up ranching, and you know, my wife brought this up the other day. People in Minnesota call everything a farm, but out here we have differences between farms and ranches. In your eyes, what are the differences?
I think growing up, kind of the main thing I always learned was like ranching had to do more with like the animal side with it, and farming had to do with like growing the crops. Honestly, I don't see a whole ton of differences. I mean, it's agriculture at its roots.
Right.
Yeah, all I ever really remember knowing the difference was like ranches did animals and farming did plants. So yeah.
There you go. So you're really good with horses. You said not so much with cattle. Big part of the Stampede is knowing a lot about a lot of different things, or being a rodeo queen. What's the thing you need to work on the most?
Oh, a little bit of everything. I mean, I thought I was a good rider, and then I go in and do a lesson with someone. They're like, well, you need to work on this, 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 and this, and this. And so I think a little bit of everything is what I need to work on. Even just simple things like I thought I knew how to dress myself, and then I'm looking at these outfits that I have picked out for this pageant. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work. Is that going to look good on me? So yeah, I mean, there's so much you have to look at, and so much information that you look into. It's insane, honestly, how much working goes into it. It was something I was never expecting.
There is a big banquet coming up on the 23rd. Take me through how to get tickets for all of that.
Yes, the easiest way I found to do it is through Facebook. The Miss Last Chance Stampede, or just I've seen it on the Last Chance Stampede website as well, page as well. Being able to click the link, the tickets are $45 a piece. It comes with a dinner and a bar for refreshments. It's going to be for the speech, modeling, impromptu question portion of the pageant. So you get to see me and my other contestant for the pageant go through our speeches, show off some clothes, through Murdochs, and as well as some of our. And I think the Little Miss contestants are going to be there as well.
Which will be really cool. We didn't get a chance to do it with my little one this year, but you enjoy hunting. What's your biggest animal?
Oh, I think it was my bull elk that I got my senior year of high school. I believe, it was so long ago. I think it was a 5x6.
It was like 4 years ago, Amber.
I know, but...
A 5x6, though. That's really good. All right. Question is, where did you get it?
On my family's place.
Okay. I got to get in with your family to come hunting.
You're going to have to sweet talk my grandpa then.
Oh, well, I'm good with grandparents. And your dad's got the same name as me, so that's good. We're both Jason. I mean, I got an in, right?
Well, Jason's my dad. My grandpa is Lynn, so.
Okay. Well, my dad's wife's name is Lynn, so I've got it covered, Amber.
Okay.
What else do people not know about you?
I think the teaching thing is kind of a really big thing in me. Maybe a fun fact about me is, I guess in regards to teaching, is I can change 6 diapers in 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, little fun fact.
Nice. That is. What's the quickest you can saddle a horse?
Ooh, I've never timed myself. I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay. Because sometimes you got to be quick.
Like it can be pretty fast.
I bet so. Yeah. All right. Name every piece of a saddle for me.
Oh boy, there's so many. I can't do that. Pommel, cantle, horn. You got your stirrups, your fenders. You got your billets. You have your hobbles. You have your back cinch, your front cinch, breast collar, if you have one. Sometimes you don't have a back cinch too. Skirt, conchos, saddle strings if you have them. Depends on the saddle you have, but I think I got a lot of that.
You did very well. That was impressive. And it just flew off, Amber. That was pretty good. Hey, I'm going to let you run, but I look forward to chatting with you when you get into Helena. At least for the Stampede, because I think I'm doing my show there 1 or 2 of the days. So we'll get you back on, and I look forward to meeting you. It's going to be a blast, and keep up the teaching, because we need more great teachers, so appreciate that.
Oh, yes, we do. I totally agree with that, and I will.
All right, Amber, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
That is Amber LaCross, contestant for Miss Last Chance Stampede. How cool is that? She knows her saddles. That was pretty cool. All right, we'll take not a break, but we'll get into this day in history. Well, before we do that, I guess we should do our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, right? I think so. Our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week this week is the Gallatin Valley Outlaws All-Star Team. The U11s came back, lost twice in pool play, pretty big, 16-0 to Helena, and then also 11-10 to Bozeman. Came back and beat the Bozeman Bucks 9-2 to win the Cal Ripken U11 baseball tournament here in town on Sunday. Now, it's their second straight, and they also now, for the second straight trip, get to go to the Pacific Northwest Regional Tournament next week out in Kennewick, Washington. So our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is the Gallatin Valley Outlaws U11 All-Star Team. Very cool. Congratulations. All right, let's do, by the way, if you need to get anything done, speaking of ranching and farming, cattle, you got to have a cattle guard. Some people call it a grill guard, bumper guard, whatever. It's a cattle guard. But you get into Auto Concepts, they have them. They'll get it done for you. And it'll look great to protect your vehicle as well. So get your cattle guards. Get your detailing done at Auto Concepts. And you can check them out online as well. So Auto Concepts is the place to go. Your auto enhancement professionals in Helena. All right, on this day in history, It is July the 12th. It is it's Cow Appreciation Day. It is Eat Your Jell-O Day. Different Colored Eyes Day. Now, my son has different colored eyes, and he has since the day he was born. One is brown, and the other is half brown, half gray. It is Pecan Pie Day, or Pecan Pie Day, and Paper Bag Day. 1901 on this date, Cy Young won his 300th career game. He would go on to win 511. That'll never be touched. Babe Ruth in 1921 set the then record of 137 career home runs. 1930, U.S. Men's Open, Bobby Jones wins a record-tying 4th Open. On this day in 1979, it was Disco Demolition Night at Comiskey Park. Fans went wild, just burned and destroyed disco records, caused a big fire. White Sox had to forfeit to the Tigers the second game of a doubleheader. 1990, speaking of the White Sox, Melito Perez no-hit the Yankees 8-0 in a 6-inning rain-shortened game. It was, at the time, the 7th no-hitter of 1990. 1996, the great Kirby Puckett announced his retirement after 12 years, lost vision in one eye. 1997, Pittsburgh Pirates' Francisco Cordova and Ricardo Rincon no-hit Houston in 10 innings. And on this date in 1892, Alexander Cartwright passed away. Alexander Cartwright is recognized as the father of baseball. That is on this day in history. Now it is time to do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Make sure you stop in for the best Cajun food this side of New Orleans. And I mean that. It's not just I don't just say this for my health. It actually is. And I've never been to New Orleans, but I don't have to, because Cafe Zydeco has spoiled me on great Cajun food. Let's see here. What else did we miss today? I don't think we missed anything today. We had a good time. Hope you did as well. Let's see here. Real quick, we're doing... Nope. I think that's it. Okay. I got to go get the little one, so got to run out of here just a couple minutes early. But big thanks to Ryan Cutter for joining us. Good luck, Ryan, down at the USGA Adaptive US Open, the first ever down in Pinehurst, North Carolina. It's play Pinehurst number 6. I play it on my phone a lot. It's a tough course, but Ryan's going to do well. And also Amber LaCross for joining us. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. We'll do it again tomorrow. Alex Eshelman will join us. Looking forward to that. By the way, Amber LaCrosse joining us courtesy of That's What She Said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Stop in for the salad bar tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you there. Alex Eshelman tomorrow. Let's get an update on Gallatin Valley sports and the world, according to Alex. Hope you join us. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, our fantastic listeners and viewers. You have made this show super popular, not only in Montana, but in 49 states and 50 different countries. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Jason Walker Show. Have a great Tuesday.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent